kind of guy who never did anything halfway. I mean, if he's going to be spiritual, he's as spiritual as he can be. But if he starts to have fun, then the pendulum would swing totally the opposite extreme. He became the life of the party. Every class party, we always wanted Jim Elliot to be there in the middle of things. But when he began to fall in love with Betty, he didn't know how to handle this. He was so embarrassed over the big deal he'd made about being celibate. He falls in love, and he doesn't know how to handle it.
Jim had been very instrumental in making Ed change his mind completely. Ed was going to be a lawyer, and he was studying, and Jim walked in and he said, you know, Macaulay, why don't you put that aside for a while? You can think about that if you really feel strongly about it. He said, I would like you to think about becoming a missionary.
I remember it was August, the end of August, when he told me this in 1951. And then he and Jim left in January of '52 and arrived in Ecuador.
But then a series of events unfolded that united these 5 friends and our families in one common purpose.
Nate flew into our airstrip one day, and we were having lunch, and he said, hey guys, I found the Alcas. What I want to do now is to get 5 guys together.
For 13 weeks, they took gifts to the Indians.
On Friday, January 6th, 3 Waorani appeared at the camp that the 5 men had called Palm Beach.
Yesterday, the voice of the Andes was notified that 5 missionaries in dangerous Indian territory.
She went right straight to me, and she said, something's happened to our husbands. They're down in Alca territory, and they had a good contact with the Indians, but they were supposed to call us yesterday afternoon, and we haven't heard a thing from them. Well, I'm leading the party, so I see a leg down in the water, and they pulled him, and I could see he had a spear right here. Brought him up to the beach. There was Jim, there was Pete, there was Nate. They had guns with them. They had said that they would never kill the Alcas, even if they attacked them, because they made the straight statement, they're not ready for heaven, and we are.